started off today's conversation looking at, judgment and how people would feel. Now, there's a simple step that we can all take to reduce our stress levels, our temperament levels, the risk of mental illness, even heart disease. It can help prevent cognitive decline in our later lives. People who tend to have Alzheimer's or some form of dementia. It can help you live longer, even help you make more money. Can you believe that? You would be generally happier. Now, it is no substitute for a healthy diet and exercise, don't get me wrong. But very often it costs us nothing and can be done in seconds. You see, what I'm trying to tell you about is just 3 very powerful words. I forgive you. Yes. I forgive you. But you see, I'm not talking about forgiveness based on some of the religious context that you're being very well exposed to, or maybe even the psychological, benefits like I just reeled out a few moments ago. But it is the way we treat and express forgiveness that we will be having a conversation on this morning. My question is this: how does your community seek forgiveness from another community? Let me say that again, right? I'm going to tell you a story. Listen to the question. How does your community seek forgiveness from another community? Now, the Western climb, that would likely be the UK, Germany, France, and the US, are more individualistic in their society right now. So it's about me first. Some would say that's probably even the bedrock of capitalism. That it's me first. I'm sorry. Things are usually done with the self as the center, right? There's a lot of self-centeredness, if I can say so, in the societal structure in the West. That's why some of you Nigerians who are in the UK or who initially visited in UK notice that there's not a lot of presence of external family members. You could have cousins that you probably haven't seen since you were like 6 years old, who live down the street from you, just down the street, but you've not seen them. You guys don't talk. Why? Because it's your family first. In Asia and Africa, it is the reverse. It's a more collective type of society. Collectivism is the way which we generally practice our societal construct, whether it is in forgiveness or it is in the determining of roles. But there's always an exception. Not like the law says or like the saying goes, there's an exception to the norm. Now, even in Europe, right, in the West, where you have generally, self-centered communities, there are still communities that are very collective in nature, societal construct that are collective in nature. I saw a very beautiful video a week ago, ladies and gentlemen. And in this video, all of the men from a particular family, when I mean all, I counted at least 25 men from people who look like grandfathers, uncles, and middle-aged people. They knelt down in front of the home of another family. The story is that the people who were kneeling down, those who were offering apologies, were doing so because one of their sons harmed another son from this other family, to the point that the boy eventually died from the bruises that he received. This group of people, these men, they knelt down. They did not stand up until the heads of the other family came out and told them, stand up. And then that thread it led me down, finding out the cultures in parts of Hawaii, in parts of the Polynesian Islands, in East Timor as well. These cultures, ladies and gentlemen, they have a belief that if something goes wrong, if I do something wrong, my entire family are going to come and they're going to beg the people who was offended. It's just one person. Let's say I slap somebody's daughter. My family members will come in shame, in public. They will wear a particular mat. They can sit down there for days, weeks, sometimes even months. They will take turns. They won't say anything. They won't shout. But the other family, after a while, will come and say, okay, this is what Drew did to her daughter that we don't like. My family will say, we are sorry. Please. We have already spoken to him. He's going to receive his punishment. But please, we don't want your family to be angered when you see our children walking down the road. I was told of a story about 2 or 3 decades ago by a very interesting uncle of mine. He told me that back in the late 70s and early 80s, there was a quarrel between one Ijo community and another Isoko or the Ishekiri community. Tempers were being frayed. People were getting angry. And then, when they found out the culprits of what was making them angry, since the 2 chiefs came together, they had to sit down in the same house for about 2 or 3 days, discussing. Now we do this thing, we no go do them again. Now do this thing, we no go do them again. And then they came out publicly to beg their own people. These are the chiefs, so to beg their people for forgiveness, that they found the son who made the mistake and they don't want it to continue. That's how peace was made in that time. I have not thought about this until I saw this video last week. And so I ask again as I open the phone lines. I'm not saying you should forgive everybody. No. But I'm saying, do we still have, what I'm asking, do we still have that communal push, communal drive towards forgiveness? If we do something wrong right now, will our community come and plead on our behalf? How does your community ask for forgiveness?
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeriainfo FM. Nigeriainfo, let's talk. On 92.3 Nigeria Info.
017-923-0002, 0817923-0007, 0817923-0002, 0817923-0007. At Nigeriainfo PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X. At Nigeriainfo PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X. WhatsApp is 08090306416, 08090306416. 9.3, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Welcome, please.
Sorry, I missed your call. Call me.
You missed. Oh, Pele, you were probably the person we called to give out money, but you didn't answer. So we had to give it to somebody else.
Jesus Christ.
Don't worry. There's still a second draw coming up. There's one for tomorrow. The jackpot is big on Friday, so don't worry. Your number is part of the jackpot, so who knows? It may come up again.
Is it from
Nigeriainfo, one play.
Nigeriainfo.
Yes. Hi. 92.3, good morning, please.
I beg. Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Amadi Padi, I'm calling from the chair.
Welcome, Amadi.
Yes. According to what you are saying now, it is only one person that will bring peace in between 2 persons that have a dispute. And as you have said that a problem that happened before some years ago, as people come up now, people went to make peace in that place. The people that want to make peace are learned people. You hear what I said?
I'm listening to you.
The people that went for peace to be are people that are learned. Because people that are learned will not allow problems to be continuing in the community. People that are learned are people that make peace. And people that are not learned are people that want peace to continue in the community. You will see now that they have no things and they are now learned. That's why you see them go to the other community, do as if they don't know anything, that they are food. Then when they are to make it because they know what future will bring. So it's only one person that will make peace in between two persons. Change, I will not agree. Disagreement, I not go agree. I not go agree. Always cause a lot of damage in the community. That I will not agree. Always cause so much problem in the community. But you see, that is why education is very, very good. You will be here with me that those people that went to that place to make peace, maybe they are graduates. And they are that is why they don't want the community.
Oh, okay. All right. Patrick, let's go for a break. We'll come back and make it.
Nigeriainfo. Right back after this.
You can't choose when you get sick, but you could choose an HMO that
You called me, I missed your call. Well, that's what we do. More draws. Don't forget the jackpot is coming up at the end of this week, Friday. Oh, Hello Port Harcourt, promising to be big. As big as it has ever been before. We have the giveaways, we have the airtime, we have the number 5,000, and then it's a jackpot prize on Friday. So keep getting your tickets. So if your ticket doesn't get called, if your number doesn't get called today, don't worry. There's still a chance for this jackpot. There's even a chance for another one. So don't worry. Just keep your fingers crossed. Oneplay.ng is where you'll find us. Oneplay.ng. And then use the USSD just in case you don't have a smartphone. Star 347 star 880 star 6 hash. All right. So use that. And we'll get to see what's going on. Now, let me read this message on WhatsApp 0809-030-6416. And it reads thus. When I was a young boy, families visit other families for forgiveness and genuine reconciliation. But now, with the massive abuse of substances by the youths, all they need is retaliation above what the other person or family has done to them. They even don't value the presence and appeals from elders towards the amicable settlement. That is the position we have found ourselves, maybe with the introduction of political intimidation.